After seeing a cold front move in yesterday, brought a little bit of rain to us, a few tenths of an inch of rain in the Arrowhead going into the UP, but we have dried out because behind this cold front, there's more stable air that is making its way on in. So any showers we did see a little bit earlier this morning have moved on out, but what we do have is a bit of fog. That's why we have dense fog advisories in northern Minnesota as well. I saw your county. Looks like most of the fog has burnt off, but something to be cautious of as you get out for your morning commute. And we're going to see a bit of wind action as well coming off Lake Superior. Some gusts getting up to 20 miles per hour or even more at times, especially right on Lake Superior. So it's going to be a bit windy. We have a bit of cloudiness this morning, but that won't last forever. The sun is going to start to come right back out as we get into the afternoon. So it's going to be a nice sunny afternoon for much of the Northland. But that's before we start seeing some clouds make their way in the overnight hours. And guess what? Alongside that, some rain, especially for the western half of the Northland as we get into tomorrow morning. Now, all this is going to influence our temperatures. For today, with the sunshine, it's going to be a little bit warmer, more inland, getting into the low to mid 70s. But as you're by Lake Superior with that lake breeze, it's going to be staying in the 60s for those highs. And overnight, with the cloud cover, we're going to be seeing temperatures probably stay in the mid to upper 40s further west. But you'll notice quite a bit of a drop as you go further east, especially once you get to Ashland County going into the UP. And that's where we have these frost advisories as the temperatures are going to drop into the 30s and some spots even below freezing. So make sure you cover your plants or take them inside overnight if you're under a frost advisory. And when it comes to the forecast looking into Friday, what we see here is a few clouds, mostly sunny, but we're also going to see maybe a few stray showers, and that's going to be the story going into the Labor Day weekend. A high pressure system is going to keep us pretty stable, but some disturbances can add a little bit of instability. So even though we're going to stay mostly dry through the weekend into Labor Day, I might see a couple stray showers in the afternoon and evenings. And when it comes to temperatures, we're going to be a little bit above the seasonal average, so it's going to be feeling like a bit more like summer to end off summer going into fall. But you notice a pretty dramatic drop, and that's because right now the jet stream is sticking right up here closer to the Arctic, but as you see, it's going to move down. It's going to bring in some cooler air and some instability. We're going to see a system bring a cold front so we can see some storms and showers along with it into Tuesday, and on the backside of the system continue to see some showers going Wednesday and even to Thursday. And I mentioned that cool air and you saw it. It's going to be quite cool once we get to Wednesday, highs into the low 60s, some staying in the 50s for a lot of us, and looks like the cooler temperatures are going to be sticking around for a little bit longer as we get into next week. So looking at our 7-day today, the cool air by Lake Superior is not going to stick around forever as we're going to warm up into the holiday weekend, and the next week the weather is going to start shaking up.